Hello guys, it's me Teacher Hanji once again and welcome back to my channel. So in my last video, I introduced to you the quadratic functions. What are the real-life situations that models quadratic function? Represent quadratic function using a table of values and graph. So for this video, we will transform quadratic function in general form y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c into standard form or vertex form y is equal to a times the square of x minus h plus k. So let's begin. With that, please remember the following. Steps to transform quadratic function into the vertex form of y is equal to a times the square of x minus h plus k. Step 1. Group the terms containing x. Step 2. Factor out a. Step 3. Complete the expression in parentheses to make it perfect square trinomial. Step 4. Add or subtract a real number that makes the next expression in the form of PST. Step 5. Express the square trinomial as the square of binomial. Step 6. Give the value of h and k. So, let's begin. Let's transform the given quadratic function into the vertex form y is equal to a times the square of x minus h plus k. Example number 1. Y is equal to x squared minus 4x minus 10. So we will use the table in completing this task. So in the first step, we need to grab the terms containing x. So meaning, I'll put x squared minus 4x inside the parentheses since they are the terms that contains the x variable. Next, factor out a. So since our a there is 1, therefore, factors will be the same. Y is equal to quantity x squared minus 4x minus 10. Next, complete the expression in the parentheses to make it a perfect square trinomial. I hope you still remember how to do the completing the squares that I discussed last time in quadratic equation. So in this time, we will make the terms inside the parentheses into a perfect square trinomial. So I'll just get that part. Y is equal to x squared minus 4x. I need to get the coefficient of x, get the half of it, and square the answer. So I have negative 4 divided by 2. So the answer will be multiplied to itself. So negative 4 divided by 2 is equal to 2. 2 squared is equal to 4. Now, we will add or subtract real numbers that makes the next expression in the form of PST. So in this case, since positive 4, make this expression into a perfect square trinomial, meaning I'll add positive 4 inside the parentheses and subtract it to the constant that we had in our expression. So we have x squared minus 4x plus 4. While in the other one, the constant term, we have minus 10 and minus 4. So remember to add the real number inside the parentheses and subtract it to the given constant. Next, express the square of trinomial as the square of binomial. So in our parentheses, we need to get the roots of x squared and the roots of 4 and use the sign that we had in our middle term. So for that, we have x minus, since our middle term is minus, and then 2 for the roots of 4. And then square it, minus negative 10 minus 4 is equal to negative 14. And this is already the vertex form that we are looking for. So the general form y is equal to x squared minus 4x minus 10 is equal to the vertex form y is equal to square of x minus 2 minus 14. So, to give the value of h and k, just get the terms that we had here. So for the value of h, it should be the number inside the parentheses. And for the value of k, it should be the constant. So since we have here x, so meaning we will use addition property of equality. So from -2, it becomes +2. Yes, therefore our h is equal to +2. For the constant term, whatever your constant here, whatever the sign it has, it's still the same in our case. So if that is -14, then our k is equal to -14. So we have h is equal to 2 and k is equal to -14. So that is how we transform vertex form using the step-by-step here. There is also another way in finding the values of h and k and transform the general form into the vertex form. How? It is through the given formula. I'll transform y is equal to x squared minus 4x minus 10. Let's see if the formula for h and the formula for k will give us the same answer with the vertex form that we obtained from our first activity. So the formula for h is equal to -v over 2a, and the formula for k is equal to 4ac minus b squared over 4a. So since we need the values of a, b, and c here, let us get it to our equation. So we have a is equal to 1, b is equal to -4, and c is equal to -10. Substitute it to our formula. So we have h is equal to negative times -4 for b all over 2 times 1 for a. So simplifying this one, it gives us +4 all over 2, or 4 divided by 2 is equal to 2. Therefore, the value of h is +2. How about the value of k? Using this formula, 4ac minus b squared all over 4a. Substitute the values of a, b, and c there. So we have 4 times 1 times -10 minus the square of -4 all over 4 times 1. So simplifying this one, 4 times 1 times -10 minus the square of 4 is equal to -40 minus 16 all over 4. And -40 minus 16 is equal to -56. -56 divided by 4 is equal to -14. Therefore, the value of k is -14, which is the same with the values that we obtained from our first activity. Now, let us transform this equation into the vertex form using the values of h and k. So, by substituting the solved values of h and k in y is equal to 8 times square of x minus h plus k, we obtain y is equal to, since our a is equal to 1, therefore we have here invisible 1, x, h here is equal to this one, 2 for this value, minus 14 for the value of k. So we arrive with the same vertex form in our first activity. So we may use those step-by-step for the formula. So let us have second example. Y is equal to -2x squared plus 12x plus 4. Using the same table, let us use the step-by-step in getting the vertex form of that equation. So, group the terms containing x. So, from here, -2x squared plus 12x contains the variable x. Therefore, put them inside the parentheses. Next, factor out a. We need to get the value of a here and divide it to both terms inside the parentheses. So, since we have here -2, put it outside the parentheses, then divide it 1 by 1. -2 divided by -2 is equal to +1. Therefore, we have here invisible 1. Next, 12 divided by negative 2 becomes negative 6x plus 4. Now we are done factoring out the value of a. Let us complete the expression in parentheses to make it a perfect square trinomial. Remember, we are just referring to the numbers inside the parentheses. Then we have y is equal to negative 2 times x squared minus 6x. We will just get the coefficient of x, get the half of it, and square the given answer. So we have negative 6 divided by 2 is equal to 3, and 3 squared is equal to 9. So from here, we will add or subtract these numbers to our equation. So from here, we have y is equal to negative 2 times quantity x squared minus 6x plus 9 plus 4 minus 9 times negative 2. We just add positive 9 to the terms inside the parentheses and minus 9 to the constant term. Now, where did you get negative 2? If you will notice, there is negative 2 outside the parentheses. So meaning, we need to multiply negative 2 to the numbers that we obtain in our third step. So from here, we need to do the same. Therefore, negative 9 times negative 2 will give us positive 18. So let us now simplify. How? Just express the square of trinomial as the square of binomial. So, negative 2, we will just simply copy that, find the roots of s squared and the roots of 9. Then, positive 4 plus 18 will give us this answer. So, y is equal to negative 2 times x minus, since our middle term is minus, and the roots of 9 is 3. Then, put a square for that. Plus 22 for 4 plus 18. So, that is the vertex form of this quadratic function. Y is equal to negative 2 for a times the square of x minus 3 plus 22. So from here, the value of our h is equal to positive 3 and the value of our k is equal to positive 22. So to see if we will obtain the same answer using the formula, find the values of a, b, and c. So we have a is equal to negative 2, b is equal to positive 12, and c is equal to positive 4. Substitute it to our formula to obtain the value of h. So, we have h is equal to negative 12 all over 2 times negative 2. Simplifying the denominator, we have negative 12 all over negative 4. And this one is equal to positive 3. Therefore, our h is equal to positive 3. How about our k? Substituting a, b, and c to our formula, we have 4 times negative 2 for a times positive 4 for c minus 12 squared all over 4 minus 2. Simplifying this one, we have 4 times negative 2 times 4 minus 12 times 12 all over 4 times negative 2. So we have negative 32 minus 144 all over negative 8. Negative 32 minus 144 is negative 176. Divided by negative 8, it gives us positive 22. So therefore, the values of h and k is equal to positive 3 and positive 22. By substituting the solved values of h and k in our vertex form, we will obtain negative 2 for our a times x minus 3 for our h plus 22, since our k is positive 22, so we will get plus 22. You notice this vertex form is the same with the vertex form we obtained in example number 2. So let us try the last example. Y is equal to 3x squared plus 12x plus 5. So again, let us use the step-by-step to find the vertex form of that equation. So group the terms containing x. Therefore, I'll group 3x squared plus 12x. Factor out a. So the value of a is equal to 3. Therefore, we will get 3 times x squared plus 4x. How? So 3 divided by 3 is equal to 1. And positive 12 divided by 3 is equal to positive 4. So it gives us x squared plus 4x. Let's copy the constant term here. Now, complete the expression in parentheses to make it a perfect square trinomial. So from the parentheses, let us get the half of 4, which is the coefficient of x, and square the answer. So we have 4 divided by 2 is equal to 2, and 2 squared is equal to positive 4. So meaning, I'll add positive 4 inside the parentheses and subtract it to the constant term. So we have 3 times x squared plus 4x plus 4 plus 5 minus 4 times 3. So the same with example number 2, we need to multiply the value of a to the obtained real numbers in step 3. So I need to multiply 3 times 4. So therefore, we will do the same to the other side by multiplying 3 to our negative 4. The negative 4 times 3 is equal to negative 12. So let us express the square of trinomial as the value of trinomial. Just get the roots of x squared and the roots of positive 4. So it gives you 3 times square of x plus 2 minus 7. Plus 2 here because our middle term is positive. 5 minus 12 is equal to negative 7. So the vertex form of the general form 3x squared plus 12x plus 5 is equal to y, that is equal to 3 times square of x plus 2 minus 7. Get the value of h and k, so just get the values that we obtained here. From positive 2, it becomes negative 2 because we got the value of x here. And from negative 7, the value of our k is still equal to negative 7. Like what I've said, whatever the constant that you obtain there, with either positive or negative, it won't change the sign. Therefore, our k is equal to negative 7. So let's try if we will obtain the same vertex form if I use the formula. So the formula for h and k is given. Let's find the values of a, b, and c, which is a is equal to 3, b is equal to 12, and c is equal to positive 5. Substitute it to our formula, then our h is equal to negative 12 all over 2 times 3. Simplifying the denominator, we have negative 12 all over 6. And negative 12 divided by 6 is equal to negative 2. Therefore, the value of our h is equal to negative 2. Let us find the value of k. So we have 4 times 3 times 5 minus 12 squared all over 4 times 3. So 4 times 3 times 5 is equal to 12 squared is equal to, and 4 times 3 is equal to, yes, if we have the same answer, then we will obtain 60 minus 144 all over 12. And 60 minus 144 is equal to negative 84. Divided by 12, it gives us negative 7. So using the values of h and k, just substitute it to the vertex form, we will obtain y is equal to 3 for the value of a times x plus 2. Since this one is negative, it will become positive this time. And square, and the value of k negative 7. So you may use the step-by-step in finding the vertex form or the formula in finding the vertex form. Just remember the following. Group the terms containing x, factor out a, complete the expression in parentheses to make it a perfect square trinomial. Add or subtract a real number that makes the expression in the form of PST. Express the square of trinomial as the square of trinomial. and give the value of h and k. Or, just simply use the formula of h and k, which is h is equal to negative b all over 2a, and k is equal to 4ac minus b squared all over 4a. After getting the values of h and k, then substitute the solved values of h and k in y is equal to a times square of x minus h plus k. So that's it for our video. I hope you learned something today. You're doing a good job. See you again in the next video. Bye!